Hello. I feel like I look rather a wreck right now, but I'm not so much in my body just now. I'm with the earth. How about you? And with the people in Japan. And I wanted to make a short video to talk about that. Be in your heart, please. That happened to you. That happened to me. That happened in our very own body. For in spite of what the seeming is on the surface of light, I am that, and so are you. And so we have all of that occurring within our very own consciousness. All that's happening to everybody, the people, the sea, the earth itself. What's going on inside? It's a major adjustment that the earth is making. On my YouTube site, among my favorites is a video close to the top, I think. When I'm through recording this, I'll go put it at the top, that illustrates how the whole crust of the earth is moving. Now, it doesn't illustrate that. What it illustrates is there's not a seismic station anywhere around the globe that isn't recording increased and intensified seismic activity. It's a fairly recent video, and it's quite amazing. Pole shift or not, I don't know. It's certainly some kind of a shift. And it's so universal, being around the whole planet, that we can't point the finger at HAARP, because I don't believe HAARP has any kind of ability to create such a universal movement. Whatever they would do would have a more specific manifestation. Now, that's just my opinion. I don't know. But here's the thing. 9.8 magnitude is what I just read somewhere. Now, keep in mind, I don't have the latest media news. I don't listen to the media or have a TV or anything like that. So if the details are off, just forgive me. I'm not worried about details right now. It's a mega quake. The aftershocks are no doubt going to be greater than most regular earthquakes are. I mean, it's huge. For every point increase in the Richter scale, it's a doubling. That's not a progression by addition. Between 9.7 and 9.8, the change is awe-inspiring. And it's that way for every 1/10 of a degree. So you might want to check out the Richter scale if you want to get a better impression of the magnitude of what's happened here. Now, what I'd like to gently object to is the concept that this is a terrible disaster, and the fear factor and all of the emotional roiling around that human beings are prone to. And that it seems that the media and the ones behind it do everything they can to amplify and magnify. It's huge. There will be, on the personal level, many stories of disaster, many stories of deaths and loss And keep in mind, folks, we're all telepathic. You're all feeling all of this now. You know, how walled off are you from that inner core where you're tuned in? If you're feeling an extra tension or different in any way, stop and consider. Maybe it's that you're plugged into that and it's not you and it's not personal at all. You'll often hear me say on my channel, what's a person? Have you found yourself when you get fearful or angry? If you sit still and meditate, go into your heart, find the one who's afraid, find the one who's angry. And chances are good it'll melt and slip right through your fingers. And whatever you find, it isn't you, because the fact is that you're observing that. And if you're observing it, then you contain that. And so it can't be you. These are mental reactions to things in the mind's linear way. It puts it together. It says earth cracking and crumbling, people dying, lots of fear equals disaster. And that's a legitimate perspective. And from that particular perspective, that's true. So I will be accused of minimizing what's going on there. I would say to you, that's mind again, lashing out. That if we will go into heart and forget all of that stuff and forget putting our preconceived notions upon what's happening there, we can actually do some good. I did a recording not long after the explosion in the Gulf of Mexico, and it may have shocked some people. But in it, I tried to call people out of their emotional tailspins over that. And that's what I'm doing here. Because, well, not because, but I will say when we're in an emotional tailspin and we're upset and we're thinking disaster and just all of this stuff, you know how it goes through the mind. All right, when we're thinking that and then we focus on a particular spot, guess what we're doing there? We're channeling that energy directly to where we are focused. Folks, we contribute to the problem. If it's a disaster, I would say it's more of a disaster because of all of us focusing on it and channeling that kind of concept, perception, thought, belief, energy into it. I know. It sounds strange, but that's only to the mind. And so it's a call to heart. Feel with the people there. Don't be afraid. That happened in your very body. You are Mother Earth. You are those blessed, beloved people there. We're all one. Everything's quantum entangled. Even if you can't wrap yourself around the concept that you are that, quantum entanglement is scientific, demonstrable in the lab. We are one. We can go there with peace and a depth of compassion found in every heart. And as we walk gently there, as we bring the best of ourself, not the worst, we serve our brethren and we serve the earth in helping her to birth whatever's going on here. We know that changes will come. Don't let the Armageddon mongers, and all the fear spiral. That's a negative spiral. It takes you right down the drain with it, and like attracts like, and it just magnifies and amplifies that very energy. It gets a momentum going, and it just helps pull everyone and everything down. Step out of that. Step out of the matrix around the Japanese earthquake. It's not a Japanese earthquake. It's an earthquake that's centered closest to Japan. Let us instead not go there through the eyes or through the mind, as we go there through the heart. As I said, you take the best, the highest, the holiest of your presence, of yourself, and you make a difference. You do. You lift the people up. You support them in their time of tribulation and of trial and of fear. Don't go with fear. Don't go with any fear at all. If you have fear, stay home. Don't even think about it. All right? Go get a color book and, I don't know, turn on the radio, do something else. Just let's start being aware. We're all telepathic, and we're either contributing to the upliftment and the ascending spiral or the other one. And let's be responsible, sovereign beings. And let's make a difference for love, for light, for support, for compassion. This isn't to say don't do something as well. This isn't to say don't do the rescues, don't do the physical things that need to be done. I'm not saying that. But that's secondary to this. Believe it or not, this has more power to affect change. And the more of us that do this, the more the outcome will be that. Will be the physical manifestation of the blessing, of the compassion, of the caring, of the support. So, let's all say a prayer for the earth and for the dear people exposed to this earthquake and its aftermath. Only let's be really supportive and go take an energy bath if you're full of fear, and watch something else. Go visit Muji's channel or stay on my channel. Listen to some of the videos and find your center again. Then focus on Japan. This is what love does, my friends. And I'm loving you. Good day.